development off of, right next to the new homes that are built down there. I want to put that on the agenda for the next meeting for consideration. It's shrub construction, and they'll be here to talk about it at the next meeting. Don't have any details now, but that's when it would end up on the agenda, just in case.
That'd be the end of the cul-de-sac then?
Yeah, where that cul-de-sac continues on.
Okay.
From there until, the back of that whole parcel would be what they're looking at. And so they'll have a proposal in front of the next meeting. And the next meeting, I guess one more thing, next meeting is moved to the second Monday, not the first Monday because of Labor Day.
Any update on the bridge at all? I see they're making progress and stuff, but you'd mentioned something about you thought they might get done before spring or something, during the winter they might even get done? Is that actually?
That would be, they're making really good progress, so that there is a chance.
There's a chance, okay.
The one thing there's two things that came up with the flooding. They can't use, I think it's, and hopefully the engineers don't kill me for this, it's called fly ash for the concrete.
Right.
They can't use that after a certain date. And so that increases the cost. I know nothing about concrete, so I'm not gonna. But it increases the cost when they can't use the fly ash. So that's one cost that the city will incur when they start pouring later in the season. And then the other thing is there was a washout behind the abutment, the west abutment for the bridge there. And that washout has to be repaired. But that, actually, from going to FEMA meetings, there's a Homeland Security grant that we can file for that'll help cover that cost to the tune of 90%. And so, working with them to try and make sure that qualifies, and looking for any other damage that might exist, any other washouts like last time they had a ravine that was covered. See if there's any opportunities to address any of those issues. But the washout behind the bridge is definitely something that needs to be addressed. The water main's exposed in that area, so we'll just try and get a Homeland Security grant to cover that.
How's Denver underground on the water? They're all done. Okay.
So they got the tie-in done yesterday, today? Maybe Friday. I can't remember.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't yesterday. They did it either Friday or Thursday. They didn't have to do it on a Sunday because everything was going well enough. The pressures were good, so there was no need to. When did they do it? The tie-in for Denver Underground. Friday. Okay. There we go. I forgot you were back there still. So, yeah, that went really well. I think we only got one call about lower pressure or air bubbles.
One call and that was it. So we did it less than 2 hours.
Yeah, that saved it.
That's good.
Saved some money too. Being as we allowed them to do it during the week, he said, I can't remember what the figure was. The figure was from the engineer, but there's going to be a deduct on the project because it wasn't sample work. So, always good to save a little cash.
Yes, it is. Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Gloria?
I don't have anything.
Nope. No, no. Right? Nope. Go. Yeah.
The only thing, that Ariel, his comment about, we did put a speed sign up there now. I mean, if you notice on Fifth Street North, so we have raised, the awareness of the traffic that goes up and down that street there. And then, I don't know if anybody noticed, but the new LED lights on that.
Haven't seen them on yet, so.
It's a significant improvement over what it was.
Very
So
noticeable.
it's a huge improvement compared to what it was, so I thought that was a,
We'll notice them easier.
yeah, I definitely.
You can't miss them.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mentioned, actually, along those lines, I had mentioned to Dean about, I received a few complaints about Fifth, and I mentioned to Dean that there were complaints coming in, so
Mhm.
he said we'd talk to the officers about it.
Good.
Keep an eye on it.
Okay. For those that have MediaCom is announcing that on or about September 1st of this year, CBS Sports Network will relocate from the sports and information tier to the family TV tier. At the same time, CBS Sports Network HD from sports and information AD to family TV HD. CBS Sports Network will continue to be located on channel 171 and CBS Sports Network on channel 762 for headlines. With that, we need a motion to schedule Monday, September 8th, 2014 at 5:30 PM is the date and time for the next regular meeting of Humboldt City Council to adjourn this session at 5:56 PM.
Move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you and good night.